good.
Took you a while, didn't it?
I already have a good background.
Okay. Yeah, he does.
Scared me. Oh man, are we horrible people? Oh man. But, you know, what are you gonna do? Oh well. Alright, so this is the Week 5 Commish report. Gonna be going over the Week 5 scores and seeing what's going on with this waiver wire activity. And of course, taking a little review of the standings. So, first game. We got the Luckless Monsters versus Turd Ferguson. The Luckless Monsters getting that W 138.1 to 126.6. So Damie, pretty consistent throughout, getting 16.3 out of Jared Goff, which isn't even that great, but it doesn't matter because the rest of your team did actually all right. Stephon Diggs getting you 21.6 and DeAndre Hopkins getting 22.1. And then your kicker got 13. Okay, so Damie. And then as far as QJ here, he had 4 players lighted up, and then the rest were just basically duds. So Roethlisberger 27.6, not bad. Saquon 28.9. I mean, not bad overall, but that makes you fall to 1 and 4, Ferg. And if I'm not mistaken, you at the bottom, and Damie is moving his way up. A few owners in the league will get that reference. Next up, we got Prison Mike Evans versus Dan Hyland. Prison Mike Evans getting the L, losing to Mr. Hyland 97.7 to 87. This is a shit show game all around. Hyland having 23 points out of Deshaun Watson, mediocre. Keenan Allen 17.5. And Ezekiel Elliott getting 15.4. So he did okay, but nothing special. I mean, not really. I mean, 97 points. But hey, a win's a win, Hyland. I'll give you that. And then Brown here, 34.7 out of Rajes. Jay Ajayi getting injured, so that sucks. Brandon Cooks getting injured also, getting the goose egg for Brown. And then Rams D getting 0. This is a bad stroke of luck this week, Brown, and you left 52 points on the bench. Yeesh. You got your first loss, though. You're down to 4-1. You're vulnerable. And Hallett's moving on up. Another 09er making his way through the ranks. Oh, Brown, you thought I was going to forget about this bad boy? Oh, great. Now I have to go in and add another name. What is it, like 5 people on this Cheeto list? Oh, did I never tell you guys what's going to happen? Who gets the most Cheetos at the end of the season? Hoo, you really don't want to win that one. Let's just say it's going to be something like this. Except Simba is going to be you. And the little thing right there is going to be Cheetos done by your boy here. That's right. I'll even do it to myself if I need to. So, yeah, I'd get real scared on draft day next year if you win the Cheeto. Ho, ho, ho. Up, we got Team Abo versus Nobel Prize. Nobel Prize getting that W 141.9 to 130.5. Nobel Prize having 2 high scorers, Drew Brees 33.7 and James Conner with 34.5. So other than that, kind of meh, but doesn't matter because he got the W going up to 4-1. Well, Mr. Abendroth here had a solid showing. Probably would have beaten a lot of other teams with Phil Rivers getting 25.4 main. And then Joe Mixon getting 20.5 and David Johnson getting 21.1. Kind of meh. Oh, okay, Devontae Adams getting 29 points. Not too bad. But it just wasn't enough, and he falls. And he got 72.3 points on the bench. So Demaryius Thomas could have started. It could have gotten you the W, but it's all right, Abendroth. You may be 1-4, but maybe something better will be coming in your future. All right, next up, we got the Wizard of Hajj versus Team Chip. Wizard of Hajj giving that beatdown, 154.1 to 88. Another 09er on the rise. What's going on, 08ers? I thought we were the greater. Oh, well, what are you going to do? All right, Tom Brady getting 33.5 for Mr. Hajar. Well, Odell getting 33.4. Eric Ebron, whoever the hell would start him. But it paid off, 31.5. And those are your hot gunners right there, getting you that 154.1. Meanwhile, Mr. Crooks over here, barely escaping the old Cheeto. Carson Wentz getting him 25 points. And other than that, you kind of just shit the bed. Let's see, maybe you had someone decent on your bench this week. Nope, your whole team just straight up sucked. And you didn't start Patrick Mahomes. I mean, he didn't do well, but it didn't matter. You're going to lose anyway, Crooks. You're down to 2-3, and that's just the way it's going to be. Last game, we got Browns. Blah. I fucked that up a lot more often than you think. But hey, you don't know that until now. So, anyway, on to the last game. We got Commish Brown cousin Julio versus Team Stank. Team Stank getting that W 132.9 to 129.5. I mean, I would argue this is an upset. This is a big win. Despite having two players going to the red, he still pulled out a W. 33.3 out of Todd Gurley, 21.3 out of Mark Ingram, 25.9 out of Russell Wilson. Did pretty well. I mean, he had Isaiah Crowell on the bench with 30.1, but it doesn't matter because he got the W. And then for Commish Brown cousin Julio, he had an average game, 129.5 isn't bad. I mean, Antonio Brown getting 28.1 is pretty solid. But then you have two players on the bench, that are two of your running backs on the bench that combine for 50 points, mins. I mean, hey, you're down to 3-2, but you're not out of it. And Team Stank is at the top. Speaking of Team Stank, I asked for some comments regarding his big W this week. And he kind of made a little bit of a longer text, but it's all right. I'm just going to paragraph it. He's basically saying that Ingram was on the trading block, and he was making some deals with Mins and Crooks. So I wish I knew about this background knowledge with trading and such, but I guess it's all right. He didn't expect Ingram to have such a big week, especially having a 4-game suspension and tripling the points of Kamara. But he's got a couple of, as he is further saying, he has a couple of big 09er games coming up, and then he's got the big game against Brown. Assuming Brown's still relevant, it doesn't get another goddamn Cheeto. All right, and we on to the waiver wire. I already know this video is going to be way too long, so I'm going to try to rush through this waiver wire action. Quite a bit going on. Stanko dropping the Broncos D, interesting. Brown dropping Jay Ajayi, that would make sense considering he got injured. Dropping Vance McDonald, adding Jordan Nelson. Apparently Jordan Nelson's relevant again. Who knew? I wasn't aware of that. 14 points last game. Okay, I see you, Brown. And then Don adding Mitch Titties Trubinsky and dropping Derrick Henry. I mean, a brilliant move in my opinion. Abendroff dropping Alfred Brew. Fucking up right here. All right. Abendroff dropping Rex Burkhead and adding Alfred Blue. 20 points. Shit, I don't blame you for taking him then, Avo. And then Chip adding Tariq Cohen and dropping Larry Fitz. Dropping Larry Fitz. Oh, man. Looks like I'm going to snag him now. By the time you see this video, I'm going to have him already, bitches. And then Chip adding Tyler Lockett and dropping Marvin Jones Jr. Oh, that trade didn't work out between us crooks. That's too bad. Chip adding Cody Parkey and then dropping Robbie Gold. I'm surprised Robbie Gold got cut, but I can understand why. And then Nas dropping CJ Anderson and adding Cairo Santos. Do you have two kickers now? I'm confused. All right, Nas doing a quick little dive in here, see if you have two kickers. You do have two kickers. Bold strategy, Nas. Bold strategy. All right. Maybe I should wait. All right, now I'll go. All right. Last we got the standings. Basically, this is broken down into 4 segments. We got 3 teams sitting pretty at 4-1. That's Team Stank sitting up top. Nobel Prize second. Prison Mike Evans sitting at third. And all by his lonesome at 3-2. We got Commish Brown cousin Julio looking pretty solid. The Luctus Monsters, Team Chip, Wizard of Oz, and Dan Hyland sitting at 2-3. The 09 crew, they're flirting with that 500 record. We'll see what happens there. And at the bottom 2, we got Team Abo versus Turd Ferguson. Both sitting at 1-4, fighting for the old PIO's heart. We'll see what happens there. And that's the end of this Commish report. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, slap a like on it, and leave a comment below. No, don't do any of that. I don't care. I'm not one of those douche YouTubers. Have a good day.